Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play. Link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Drukhari versus Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. Alright, so welcome to this 2000 points game, Drukhari versus Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. This is a league battle, with the second game for the Drukhari and the first game of the season for our league battle reports here for Aaron Allen's Death Guard. So pressure for the Dark Elder here to try and get a win, and then Aaron looking for a good start with his force. Each of the armies playing 3 games. You can check out to see which armies where on the table. That's over on the Plus channel website, and there's a tab that says League, and click on that and I'll show you the results of all the games and where each of the armies is on the table. So I'll mention the patrons here at gold level first of all, and then we'll run through the Drukhari list. So that's Andrew Swan, Bob Long Boy, Chris Heem, Frank Verfecki, Longbow BB, Lucas Becker, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Michael Fryer, Nathan Skrzuti, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Ray Cross, Will Wright and Maxfield Knuckles. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. I'll call out those supporting at silver level at the end of the game, and thanks also to those supporting at bronze. And the names of all the patrons will be in the end credits of the video. All the proceeds on the patron page go to my local War Games Club, SSWG. So 2000 points of Drukhari, a slight alteration to the list, which I'll cover in just a moment, just for the Reavers. So I'm running a double patrol. It's a raiding force, so for the Drukhari that costs 0 CP. I'm spending 2 extra CP on 2 extra warlord traits, and then an extra relic being taken as well. So 9 command points I start off with for this force. The first patrol, it's Carbal of the Poisoned Tongue. The main rule for that is +1 to poisoned rolls. So for example, the splinter cannons will be poisoned 3+ instead of 4+ for them. At HQ choices, start with Drazar. He's actually going to be the Warlord because he's a named character, taking his Warlord trait, which is Hatred Eternal. Reroll all of his hit and wound rolls, making him exceptionally nasty in close combat. Then the second HQ choice is the Archon, just here. I've actually equipped him with a relic, it's the Jinn Blade, so that damage 3 blade for him. And then Warlord trait is Ancient Evil. At the start of the fight phase, he can choose an enemy unit within base or within engagement range to fight last. It's Blast Pistol being taken for him, and then Master Archon upgrade as well. So he'll get to fight twice at some point during the game. It's just one use only. It also unlocks the ability to take Carbolite Trueborn unit. So for troops, I've taken a full squad of 10 Carbolite Trueborn here, so they'll ignore hit roll modifiers and ballistic skill of 2+ for them. Squad of 10 2 blasters in the squad, and a Dark Lance for them as well. Then dedicated transport is a Raider with a Dark Lance. Then Drazar as well. I'll just cover some of these dedicated transports here. Drazar's taken a Venom. For him, the Archon has one as well. Just trying to keep all the transport vehicles within this Poison Tongue Carbolight Patrol, just to take advantage of the Poison 3+. Then 2 squads of Carbolight Warriors. 1 squad here, 1 squad there. Both equipped the same. Squads of 5, each with a blaster, and each taking a Venom as well. So I've got 4 Venoms in total in this list. All the Venoms carrying the double splinter cannons for each of those. Unit 5 Incubi across here. A Raider, dedicated transport for them, again with a Dark Lance. Then taking a Ravager here in the middle with triple Dark Lance for that. Unit 5 Scourges across here. 4 of them taking Shredders. And then finally for this patrol, 2 Void Raven bombers, just bare bones, no extra upgrades for them, no missiles, just the straight 185 points each for those flyers. That's the patrol. Then taking a Witch Cult patrol, Cult of the Red Grief, +2 advance and reroll charges for those units. First is a Succubus, just here, equipped with the Bloodglaive relic that's unique to Cult of the Red Grief, that's damage 3, and then combining that with Warlord trait, Precision Blows, so 6s, unmodified rolls of a 6 in close combat will result in a number of mortal wounds the same as the damage of the weapon, in which case it would be 3, so nasty if she's able to roll 6s in close combat. Blast Pistol for her, then 2 units of 5 Witches, squad here and a squad here, both equipped the same as Hecatrix, taking Agonizer and Blast Pistol for each of them. And then finally it's the Reavers. So a unit of 9 Splinter Rifles, and then with a points correction, I was not paying enough for the blasters, so I've swapped the blasters out. I'm going to run Heat Lances on these, so 10 points a time. So triple Heat Lance being taken for this Reaver squad. That's the list here for the Drukhari. It's a powerful new codex that they have, but they're up against the Death Guard here. It's an equally powerful codex as well. We'll take a look and see what Alan has in his list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Death Guard Chaos Space Marines here. You can see that Mortarion is in the list. This is the first game here for the League for Aaron's force, looking for a victory here against the Drukhari. We'll let Aaron run through his list.
Okay, so this is my 2,000 points of Death Guard. We have a Supreme Command detachment and a Battalion detachment. The Supreme Command detachment is Mortarion, and he's the Warlord. Mortarion's psychic powers are Miasma of Pestilence, Plague Wind, and Curse of the Leper. And then I've chosen Gloaming Bloat as his 4th extra Warlord trait. And then in the Battalion detachment we have 2 HQs, a Lord of Contagion and a Malignant Plague Caster. The Malignant Plague Caster has Miasma of Pestilence and Putrescent Vitality as his psychic powers. And then we have 4 units of troops. We have 2 units of 7 Plague Marines. There's a Blight Launcher and a Flail of Corruption in each of them, and each of them have a Sigil of Decay as well. And then there's 2 units of 20 Poxwalkers. Then for elites, with a unit of 3 Death Shroud Terminators, a Plague Surgeon and a Tallyman. In heavy support we have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers with the Entropy Cannons. And in fast attack we have 2 units of 2 Chaos Spawn. The relic that I've taken is the Fulgaris Helm, and that's on the Plague Surgeon, which gives him +3 inches to his aura. And that's my list.
Alright, so that's Aaron's list here. These two sides have clashed already. We played a warm-up game with these two armies that is live on the Plus channel. So if you want to see the first encounter between these two new lists, then you can check that out on the Plus channel. But now we move on to the League here. Drukhari, their second game, and then Death Guard, this is their first fight. A chance for Aaron to... Drukhari have struggled in their first game and lost, and so Aaron has an opportunity to knock the Drukhari out of the League with a victory and even a draw, as unlikely as that is, but a draw or a win here for Aaron will effectively knock the Drukhari out. So a big incentive here to cause trouble for these pirates. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this League match. Alright, so we've randomised a scenario here. It's Grand Tournament 2020, Strike Force size games. It's battle lines, so deployment playing from end to end. We're not sure who's at what end at this stage. Now, there's 4 objectives. There's 2 in no man's land and then 1 in each of the deployment zones on the board. So the no man's land, 1 objective here and then 1 just the other side of that building. Then a home objective here and then a home objective at the other end, and then the orange dice marking the deployment zones of both sides. So objectives in this game, it's take and hold the control of primary objectives. If you control 1 or more objective at the start of the command phase, it's worth 5 points. 2 or more is worth another 5 points, and if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that. But there's only 4 objectives in this battle, so they will be a precious commodity here for sure. Both sides will certainly need to make it a priority to try and claim them during the game. There's only 4 of them here for both sides to try and capture. So for secondaries, there is the vital ground. That's the control of the opponent's objective marker or the no man's land objective markers. You get points at the end of your command phase at each turn for that. But we'll go on to choice of secondaries, and we'll determine who's going at what end of the board as well. Alright, so secondaries have been chosen. We've determined what end as well. Aaron's going to be at this end here. He's going to make use of the terrain, I think, across there. Those buildings are obscuring terrain. So is this one. I'm going to play these as Munitorum armor containers. Same with that larger building, just a larger Munitorum container. And then we'll play the rules here for jungle. There's 4 clumps, 1 in each corner of the table, and then a small one across there. And then this other scatter, these bits that you can see around here, are just not going to count as anything, just natural line of sight blocking terrain, but no further rules for them. So Drukhari be at this end. Choice of secondaries, spread the sickness, Aaron's gone for, so that's capturing objectives and then infecting them. Aaron picks up points for doing that. Grind them down, so that's destroying more units than the Drukhari can each turn, and then bring it down, that's destroying Drukhari vehicles. 2 points available for each of the flyers, 2 points available for the Ravager, so that's 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points available in total here against the Drukhari vehicles. In the order of play, it's the vehicles Aaron's going to try and crack through first anyway. Combat drugs have been rolled up here. I've chosen 1, so just 1 available. I've gone for the +1 attack on the succubus. And across here, +1 attack, +1 strength. On this unit, witches, +2 move, +1 strength on the other unit. And then +1 weapon skill, +1 toughness here on this unit of reavers. So that's the secondaries for the Death Guard, and then for the Drukhari, we've gone for Herd the Prey, so that's the clearance of table quarters, worth 2 points for each table quarter that's cleared, turn 2 onwards. Deploy Scramblers, so that's performing an action in 3 parts of the battlefield once. One can be performed in each turn, it's worth 10 victory points. And then Assassinate here, there's Mortarion and 4 other characters, so we could max out with that. Each character's worth 3 points each. That is secondaries chosen. We'll start alternating placing units on the board. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. It's the battle mat, one of the newer ones here from GameMat.eu. It's one of the sort of grass landscape designs here, 6x4 in size. It's this mouse mat material, so it rolls out nice and flat. We simply put the terrain on top and then some stones and scatter and so on, just to blend it all in. Also using their industrial terrain set here, elements of it, this one. These 2 containers, the building across there, and some of the other buildings from their pre-painted industrial terrain set as well. So you can check out GameMat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and also pre-painted terrain available from them as well. The link is in the video description below. Okay, so deployment is complete for both sides. We'll cover the Drukhari first of all. Top left corner over there is one of the Void Raven bombers. The other one's here in this corner. As all units inside their transports, and then deep striking in with the scourges. Then venoms, 1 empty, 1 with witches and the succubus inside. This one here with Carbonite warriors. This one here with Carbonite warriors. Reavers just to the right hand side, just making use of this jungle terrain here. The Ravager, then the 2 raiders, 1 each side. This one has the Archon inside and the Carbonite Trueborn. And then on the right hand side it has Drazar, the Incubi, and the witches, one squad of witches inside that. So Drukhari trying to make use of this terrain as much as possible and holding back here to some degree in full knowledge that their vehicles can transport them across the table nice and quickly, and then pushing through, moving along in this direction. You can see Mortarion anchoring on the left-hand side here for the Death Guard. With him is 2 Chaos Spawn, unit of Plague Marines, the Malignant Plaguecaster just behind them. Then a screen of the Poxwalkers, 2 Plague Burst Crawlers just behind them, a nice clear view up the road in that direction. And I'll go around the other side of the board and you can see the other units here. So inside the ruin here, the 2 Chaos Spawn, another unit Plague Marines, the second unit, the Tallyman, and then the Plague Surgeon with them. And then on the extreme right hand side is the second unit of Poxwalkers. And as per usual for Aaron's reserves here, the Lord of Contagion and then the Death Shroud Terminators to arrive by Deep Strike turn 2 onwards. So that's deployment done for both sides. I hope you like my jungle terrain. Took about an hour to make. I'll cover it here just to give you a bit of inspiration. So this is actually bark, which you can get from places like aquatic centres and places that sell reptiles and so on. It's this cork bark stuff, nice soft material. It's already coloured nicely here to match in with the terrain. And then all of these different types of foliage and shrubs and so on are from aquatic shops, and then sort of cheap budget shops and stuff as well. I've been able to get a hold of them, gradually picking up different types over the last few years, and then just mixing them all together to create this line of sight blocking jungle terrain, and then using the bits of wire and pins and matchsticks, drilling them in to the base, and then slotting in the different bits of foliage to make up these jungle pieces of terrain. Other bits I've kept loose. So this one was a ball which I cut up and then just simply drop the terrain on top, and then just some stones and scatter to blend it all in. So that's the jungle. Back to the game. We're all up here to see who goes first. I'm Xenos Scum, you're Chaos Scum, so it doesn't really... Okay, Aaron's going to let me roll first. Oh, rolled a 1. Aaron's rolled a 1. Right, interesting. I roll again. It's a 3, marginally better. It's a 4. Aaron must go first, so it will be Death Guard turn 1 for them coming up next. Alright, so Aaron on the move here. I just want to mention the jungle terrain to you. It's a sort of a homemade project that you can do, and very happy with how the terrain's come out. You don't have to use buildings to block a line of sight. You can create different things here. I've tried to make this nice and thick, so it can act as a bit of natural line of sight blocking terrain on the board. There is also, I'll mention here, these palm trees. There's a tutorial for them on the channel. They're scratch built, quite easy to make. So you can check out that tutorial as well if you want to create your own palm trees to use in your games of 40k and indeed other gaming systems as well. Both armies look quite at home here. We're saying that perhaps this could be Aaron's plague planet, but he's saying there's not enough slime on the table yet. Here, his Death Guard army, you can see the base that is done. What is that stuff called?
It's Nurgle's Rot.
Yeah, used around the base there just to make that swampy kind of effect. But both armies do look quite at home here on this battlefield. We'll let Aaron make his moves with his force. Alright, so movement's done. Whilst I've been talking about foliage and palm trees, Aaron's made an aggressive move here with his Death Guard. So Spawn's moved out across, and then Mortarion have claimed this objective. Problem is for the Drukhari, most of their forces here. The more vulnerable objective is that one, but it's all the way across the other side. This is the closest one, but Mortarion's parked himself on top of that. Then Malignant Plaguecaster has moved around. Plague Marines inside the terrain. Poxwalkers just shifted up.
Yeah, those ones didn't move at all.
Didn't move at all, right, okay. And then, I guess they're going to do the sickness, right, okay. And then the 2 Plague Burst Crawlers happy to sit where they are to lend some firepower support in this direction. So their mortars can ignore line of sight. Yeah, okay. And then around this side, again, Plague Marines and characters inside the terrain here. They've been granted +1 ballistic skill in the command phase. Poxwalkers moving up, and the Spawn moving out quickly to claim this objective as well. So Aaron's now claimed 3 out of the 4 objectives very early on in the game. We'll go on to Psychic phase next, the Death Guard on their first turn. Alright, so as standard here, Miasma of Pestilence onto Mortarion.
Who's off?
11. Okay, it's -1 to hit him, for shooting and in close combat.
Putrescent Vitality. I think we'll maybe put on the Spawn.
Okay.
Does go off, I believe. I think it's a 6.
And a 7, yeah. And what's that going to give him?
+1 Strength and Toughness.
Nice. Okay. And that's it. Oh, no. Mortarion, he's a Psyker, so there's some psychic stuff to come from him. Right, so shifting onto the Plague Marines, it can't be put onto the Chaos Spawn. Okay.
Right, so...
Is their toughness 6?
Yeah.
Psh, okay, pretty good. Yeah, so Smite next. Closest target's the Venom. No, it doesn't go off.
Yeah, I'll reroll it.
Yeah, both of us got a lot of command points to spend here, so it goes off.
Yeah.
D3 mortal wounds. Just the one. Okay, 1 wound caused. Curse of the Leper going on the Venom. Perils. Nothing you can do.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, okay. 2 wounds caused to Mortarion.
Oh, 5 successes.
Okay.
1 wound.
Okay, 1 wound caused. Okay, so Psychic phase finished. Shooting phase next. It's pretty much going to be the Plague Burst Crawlers, I think, with their firepower. Here, we'll see what Aaron can see with those units and add targets to go after him. Just measuring up range here. Is some stretch. Drukhari are quite far back in their deployment zone. Mortars are in range though for these Plague Burst Crawlers. You're still going to play that stratagem.
Yeah, because it affects the mortar.
+1 ballistic skill. Aaron, I think his main intent is to try and pick on the Ravager here. Alright, so the mortar's going to fire. Patronic help here, Marcus Anthony, to go for the number of shots. 1. Oh, not a good start.
Right.
Maybe next time, Marcus. Command reroll.
Well, I've spent a CP on it, so...
A fresh chance for Marcus here.
2.
Yes, he's doubled his his rolls. 2 shots then. So 3's then -1. Gets the hits. Well done.
Okay.
3's to wound. 2 wounds come through. There's 5+ invuln save. Failed both. Straight 3, isn't it?
Yep.
And this is on the Ravager. I'll try and command reroll this one. Let's try and limit the damage if we can. No, should have used a Patronic dice. Okay, so we'll take one of those away. Aaron's down to 7 CP, so am I at this stage in the game here. 6 damage then. Ravager's just over half destroyed. So 5 wounds left. That's going to knock me down a bracket as well. So those Dark Lances seem to attract a lot of attention from opponents here.
I have to roll now for every unit within 3 inches. On a 4+, they suffer a mortal wound. That's part of that disgusting force stratagem.
Nice. Yeah, we'll let Aaron resolve this here and see what damage comes through. Yeah, it's mortal wounds caused. On this Venom here, this Raider took 1, and this Raider here took 1. So both of those knocked down to 9 wounds each. The Reavers and the Flyer, the Void Raven Bomber, have escaped the damage coming through. It's pretty good shooting here from the Mortar, from the Plague Burst Crawler. Yeah, it makes sense. The second Plague Burst Crawler is going to try and finish off the Ravager. D6 shots.
Better, please.
6, okay.
3.
Oh, that phase still lasts.
Oh, okay.
4s. Oh boy, that saved 2 from coming through.
Okay.
The wound does arrive, okay. And then we'll try and block on a 5+. Blocks that one. Okay, so Ravager's in semi, not too bad shape here, but it's definitely dropped a bracket, but it's still in the fight.
That's it.
I think that's it, yeah. So the lantern or the weapon, it's range 12 from him. Okay, yeah. So shooting phase is finished. We'll go on to the first turn of the game now. Any points picked up?
Oh yes, I did my spread the sickness here.
Yes.
And Mortarion did it over there. No, he didn't. No, sorry.
No, he didn't, because he's
He did second.
psychic phase, yeah. So it's just going to be across there.
Yeah.
And that gives you how many?
Just 3 there.
Straight 3 victory points. Brilliant. Okay, so Aaron's off the mark here. 3 points being picked up. And as far as disposition on the battlefield, spread of play, Aaron's now on 3 of the primary objectives. So what do the Drukhari do? Do we hold back and try and deal with Mortarion, or do we try and dislodge the Drukhari from at least one of these objectives? We'll see. We'll go on to the first turn of the game for the Dark Kin coming up next. Alright, so movement's done. You can see the Drukhari have gone aggressive. Can't hold back here. Need to go after the Death Guard. Going to take a gamble, which we failed last time, and let's try and bring Mortarion down. We're going to really go for it. We've flown over him twice with the Void Raven Bombers, dropping 2 bombs, landing just where that column is. Damage coming through, caused 6 mortal wounds on Mortarion, but Aaron salvaged 3 of those wounds, yeah, with his ignoring damage on 5s. So down to 14 though. A nasty hit coming through, rolled a 6 for damage with the 1 hit that made it through. Against the spawn, so 1 of them destroyed and 2 wounds on another, as the malignant plague caster missed against him, and then the plague marines were struck and 1 of them was brought down. So the bombs being dropped here, the jets flying ahead of the main Drukhari attack. Now we've stayed inside our transport vehicles. We've not been lured out here to try and take on Mortarion. We've gone 18 inches, getting ready to fire our heat lancers. Here with the Reavers. Inside here is Drazar, swing around this way inside this Raider. Then this Venom's jumped across and onto the objective, contesting it at this stage. Then the Ravager has moved 10, it's a bit slower, but it's got itself within range 36, as obviously with Mortarion, and then if he's slain, then the 2 Plague Burst Crawlers, and then multiple Venoms here moving out onto the home objective to lend some fire support in that direction. And then inside here is the Carbonite Trueborn, inside this Raider. That's movement done for the Drukhari, focusing on the home objective, and they're making a swing around attack in this direction. No psychic phase. We're going to Drukhari shooting next. So it makes sense to fire with the Reavers first. We're going to put them into Mortarion. We'll go with these Heat Lances. Debut here, I've not used these before. 3s to hit becomes 4s because of Miasma of Pestilence. And we've got a hit. 3s to wound. I will command reroll the
Strength.
Strength 8.
Toughness 8.
Is he?
Yeah.
He is toughness 8. So he was toughness 8 there in 7. Now he's 8 again. 4+. I'm going to command the reroll the life out of this if I miss. If I fail, which I have. Command reroll. Choose the best Patreon. Ah, yes. At the moment, it's Bob Along Boy. Why? Because he always gets the result that you need. 5. Reputation continues. We've got an invuln save to try and get through here.
Yep.
Whole facing, balancing on the bush, it's a 5. Blocked. That would have been d6 plus 2 damage. What would it have been? Would have been 6 wounds coming through. Nice, okay. Bit of poisoned riflery to do. There'll be 12 shots for that. It's a long and painful process trying to bring Mortarion down. We'll give it a go. Well, we are actually under a lot of pressure to get rid of him. Because if we don't, he could cause trouble. 4's to wound. 3. No minuses here, so 3 up. Armor save. 1's made it through.
And
Passed. Okay. We'll go this squad. Everything into him. So that's going to be 8 rifle shots. Needing 4s. Needing 3s. Sorry, needing... yeah, it is 3s. Poison tongue. 3. Pass. 2 6s and a 5. If Aaron's dice continue like this, we're not going to bring Mortarion down. A blaster shot. Hits. 4s. It does. Straight to the invuln save here.
Nope.
No. This is going to be d6 damage. With Patronic help.
Yeah. I think
Come on, reroll. Okay.
4.
Michael Fryer. For the 4+ invuln save. Oh! Okay, blocked. Ah, boy. Patrons, they help and hinder here for both sides. I'm going to go for... Yes, right. It's the contents of this Raider, the Trueborn. Now, they ignore the minus to the hit rolls, then be on 2s. So I think it makes sense to go into Mortarion with everything that they have. We'll start off with a Dark Lance. Hits on a 6. He's a marksman here. Yes, it wounds. D6 plus 2 damage if we get past the invuln save. No command reroll available. Oh, 4. It's definitely a 4+ invuln.
Yep. It definitely is.
2 blasters. 2 hits. Oh, no wounds. He's definitely toughness 8.
Yes.
The agony. 7 rifles. Rapid. I was lining up rapid there. We'll check. No, it's about half an inch out, so it's just going to be the 7 shots. You can pay for Splinter Axe, I think, the upgrade. It lets you fire at full effect at long range. They've all hit here on 2s. And Poison Tongue, wow, we've got 6 wounds have come through. Well done, good Splinter Rifle firepower. 3s for saves, 2 have made it through. 5s to ignore.
1 wound.
Okay, we've chipped off a wound. Finally. It's taken half the army to... it's actually taken half the army to do it. Down to 13 wounds left. We'll go. There's a witch squad inside here. We'll fire everything we have, including a grenade against Mortarion. So plasma grenade, 5 shots. 4s, nice. 5s, 2 make it through. -1, so 4 pluses hit. Double 5. Blast pistol, misses because of -1, and then 3 pistol shots. They've all hit, and 2 of them are wounded. 6 and 4, well done. Dice rolling is good here. Okay, a lot of firepower has been resolved, but not all of it. There's still some more to come. Dark Lance into here. 4s. I knew that was going to miss. That one's not made it through. Oh, man. God, their options are cutting down. We'll go for... Venom into here. I'm just going to try and chip wounds away if we can. So it's damage 2, but Aaron's going to ignore that. It'll just be damage 1, but we'll try and chip wounds away, needing 4s. Poison Tongue, so 3s to wound. Yeah, 3 make it through. These are -1. Ah, 2 4s and a 5. Well done. Flyers will direct their lance firepower here into Mortarion's back. 4s. 1 hit comes through. This is a 3 to wound because it's strength 9. No! Moving on. They're Painful to use Drukhari here. 1 hit comes through. This is the other one firing. 3s to wound. Yes. Invuln save. Failed. D6 damage. We'll go for... God, I'm trying to think who... Frank for Fecky. 6! Good choice. God, well done. All of a sudden a bit of a breakthrough here. 5s to ignore. Oh, tree's down. Block 2, 4 wounds taken. Oof, boy, now dropping down to 9. Well done, Frank for Fecky. What a hero. So everything's fired here. We'll do this Dark Lance across, needing a 4. That hits. Right, now this would be great if it hits, if it wounds. Yes, just about. Ooh. 4 plus.
Yep.
Ah, blocked. That would have been D6 plus 2 damage if that had have made it through. As I think now I have to put the Ravager in. Yeah, it's going to be 5s to hit though. Got 2. Can't complain, no. Okay, and then 4s to wound. I'm drawn towards the Patreons. Yeah, we'll hand over to them. Andrew Swan. No. Chris Heem. Just one of these would be great. No. Strength 8, toughness 8. Struggling here against Mortarion. Again, just don't learn my lesson, do I? I just can't. I just think... I just have a bad habit of thinking that an entire army can bring him down, but it just doesn't seem to happen. Oof, dear me, he really is the ultimate sponge here, absorbing much of the damage so far. Down to 9 wounds left here. I'm going to have to turn to the Venoms. I've got 3 Venoms left. Bit of rifle firepower here as well. In fact, we'll go for this squad first. There's a blaster and some rifle firepower going to Mortarion. So 4s with the blaster. No, that -1 to hit him's really, really helped. And then rifle shots. 3s to wound for poison tongue. Yes, 2 come through. 3 ups.
Field 1.
5 ups.
Nope, another wound.
Chip to wound off, well done. The weight of firepower coming in here. No wonder his wings got loads of holes in it. So then we'll go for the Venom. 1 at the front. All hit. Nice. Poison tongue 3 plus. Brilliant. 4 have made it through. It is AP -1. 3 have made it through. This is a bit of a breakthrough here. No, ouch, 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 ouch. Down, dropping down to 5. 5 wounds left. Nice. Okay, we'll go again. Strange the way the weapons have worked here. The lower caliber stuff.
The 3s to wound on the poison is very strong against him.
Yeah. Yes. Because it's because he's not Titanic. This is how we're getting the 3 pluses. I've got 2 Venoms left. We'll do the next one. 3s. Snake eyes. And then the last Venom. Yeah, it's got witches inside. There's no further firepower. Here it comes. This is the last of it. Nice. Another good round here. 3s. 2 have made it through. 2 4-ups. Important roll. 1's made it through. 5 plus. No, another one picked off. Dropping down to 4. So the big question is, can the bikers... Oh, no. No, no, no. I'm just thinking, what are we on here? Combat drugs. +1 weapon skill. So we'll hit on 2s, then we'll hit on 3s. And this one, I think, is +1 toughness. I wish it was +1 strength. No, it's +1 toughness. So we're going to be wounding on 6s. Oh dear. Okay, so I think we're going to have to charge in though. We can't leave Mortarion as he is. But shooting phase is finished for the Drukhari. Just looking around to see if there's anything else. No, Mortarion is still alive on 4 wounds remaining. We'll go on to charges for the Drukhari next. Deadly stuff. We've charged in. We haven't gone after the spawn here. That's got a nasty amount of attack. So we'll focus on Mortarion as we have now contested that objective, at least at this point. We'll go on to resolution, and so 3 attacks each of these. They'll be on strength 4, but Aaron's toughness 8, so it will be 6s to wound. So what I've got to do here is try and get a lot of hits if we can. I'm hitting you on 3s.
Yeah, you've got +1 weapons.
Yes, I do. Okay, so a fair few have missed. There's a lot of missed actually, so we're looking for 6s. A load of 6s, we can rejoice. So we stand a chance of bringing him down. It's highly unlikely. These are coming through at AP -2 for Blade Veins and Blade Artists. So yeah, just checking Blade Artists counts for the Blade Veins. It does. So these are AP -2, but Aaron will take his 4+ in one save. Quite an important roll this one actually. Oh, 4 have made it through. Right, okay, so we're on to a situation here where Mortarion could die. It's damage 1. So options then is to command reroll 4+ in one save.
Yes.
Oh, so we'll push Aaron to the limit here. No. So now it's down to 5+ ignore damage. He's going to roll them all at once. Oh, we've got him. We did. We got him. Mortarion's gone. Didn't see that coming. Oof, game-changing moment here. Drukhari.
Explode?
Yeah, 4+.
He does.
He does. Right. Work out the mess here, which there will be a fair bit of mess. Is it going to affect friend and foe, or
No.
just me? Right, okay. So an exploding Mortarion needs to be dealt with here, but the Drukhari won't mind. They'll rejoice here to see this great prize brought down. Mortarion has been destroyed on turn 1, but it's been down to the final roll of the dice to do it. We'll calculate damage here, but Mortarion, the great demon Primarch, is no more. Yeah, you can sense that was a critical moment in the game there that we've just seen. Against the run of play, really, Drukhari constantly struggling to try and bring Mortarion down, and then against the odds, really, coming through here with these Blade Veins with the Reavers. So well done to them. Consolidation move, yes, I think I'll tuck them in. They took damage here, 1 biker slain, 2 mortal wounds here on this Ravager, dropping down to 7, 2 here on this Venom, dropping down to just 2 left, and 3 here on the Void Raven gunship, or the Void Raven bomber, so dropping down to 9 on that. So Mortarion has left some damage as he's been brought down here, but the Death Guard will certainly miss the Demon Primarch. Round off the turn here, but Drukhari have struck a deadly blow on turn 1. Alright, so turn finished, 3 points picked up for Assassinate. Here the main aim for the Drukhari was to manoeuvre into position and to bring Mortarion down. They've done it here, but by the skin of their teeth. End of turn. We're going to turn 2 now for the Death Guard. One upside is that the entire Drukhari army has been focused on Mortarion, so the rest of Aaron's army is pretty much intact here. So he does have about 3/4 of the value of the army still remaining here, so the game's far from over. Drukhari, I think, have the upper hand here at this point of the game, but Aaron will bring it, because of his positioning last turn, he will bring in points of primary objectives, and will continue the fight here against the Dark Eldar. We're going to Aaron's turn 2 next. Alright, so movement's complete here for the Death Guard. Aaron certainly has plenty of resources available here, so he'll press on the fight. 10 points picked up for primaries. That's the control of the primary objective around that side and the home objective. Also, Spread the Sickness has been completed for the second time over at that objective, so 3 points picked up for that as well. So Aaron's a good way ahead on points at this stage. We'll cover the Deep Strikers. Death Shroud Terminators and the Lord of Contagion have turned up here. At the back, so someone's left the back door open here in the Drukhari deployment zone. Plague Marines have moved through. They're a troop's choice, so they've now claimed this objective, which is going to mess up things for the Drukhari on their turn. It's going to deny points to us for that. Plaguecaster's pulled back. He was at the corner of the building here and he's gone back in that direction. Just sitting exactly where he is with the Chaos Spawn. Plagueburst Crawlers happy to sit where they are. The Poxwalkers continuing to act as a screen, and then Plague Marines, Plague Surgeon, Tallyman all pushing through in this direction. This is where the fight's going to be, around here, and then Poxwalkers camping out on the objective, and then in front of them is the 2 Chaos Spawn. Yeah, they're just tucked around the corner there, just to act as a counter unit if the Drukhari decide to go around in that direction. Drukhari at this point in the game, they're keeping them infantry units still inside their transport vehicles, so they have units to unlock at some point during the game as well. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next for the Death Guard. That Spread the Sickness previously, by the way, it cost 3 of the Poxwalkers. Yeah, okay. There's plenty of options there. Smite's an option. It will go onto the flyer if it goes off.
I think we'll do Putrescent Vitality onto the Plague Marines out the front there.
Okay.
That does go off on a 6, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good power, that one. +1 strength and toughness for them. So toughness 6.
Sorry, it's a 7, so it doesn't go off.
Oh.
And Miasma of Pestilence we will put on that unit as well.
Yes. Perils, no. 2 mortal wounds taken. No, command reroll, not going to use that there. It's going to take the damage, 2 wounds taken on the Malignant Plaguecaster. Psychic Phase finished here. We're going to Shooting Phase next. Alright, so this unit of Plague Marines is going to offload everything they have to try and bring down this Venom, just here. Just 2 wounds to try and remove from this vehicle.
Okay, so this is bolters.
Yeah, 3s will be hits.
So all hit.
So it's -1 to hit. Aaron's at the start of the command phase put the +1 to the hit rolls.
Yep.
Who grants that?
That's the Tallyman.
Tallyman, right, okay.
So now it's toughness 4.
Because I'm close to your units, yeah, great. So force to wound.
Force to wound, 3 wounds. No.
5+ in 1 save. Oh, we're dead. And I... Command reroll, I'll probably need it for something else more important on the board. So we'll let that go. We'll see if we explode. We don't. And then the models inside. We lose 1 for disembark. Okay. Disembarking, lost 1. And there's nowhere ready to go. So we've gone there onto the objective. That'll force Aaron to shoot or charge at us with his unit. Okay. So mission accomplished. Okay. Point picked up as well. Victory point for destroying the vehicle. Okay, next squad here. Bolters going into the Carbonite Warriors, and then Blight Launcher's going to go into the Bikers.
Okay, so bolters.
My toughness 2.
You are, yeah.
So you're going to 2s to wound. It's pretty good.
That's not great. So 3, just
3 make it through.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any minus involved? No. So they're actually 4+ save now. Their armor's been improved since the last codex, so we'll take off him. So 2 casualties taken now total. Okay. Blight Launcher.
Blight Launcher. 1 hit.
3s to wound. No. Okay. Alright, so next, Plague Burst Crawler. It's going to put everything it has into the Void Raven Bomber, the damaged one. It's got 9 wounds for Aaron to try and get through here. Entropy Cannon hits would be good. 1 hit does come through. 3s to wound.
Wound is wound, -4.
This is changed now, it's damage.
D3 plus 3.
5 plus, invuln save. I'm going to command reroll that. Yeah, I'm going to command reroll it. I'm running out of patrons here. We'll go to Luke. Luke Schwengel for a 5 plus. Oh! Damage of 3 plus 2. 5 wounds caused. Nice, dropping down to 4 wounds left.
Okay, and our mortar. We'll go to Patronic Dice.
Nathan Skrazuti always gets the result that you need. Oh, sorry. Was it someone? Actually, it was someone. Someone else. Almost. Okay.
Okay, 2 and 1 hit.
Yes, well done. And 3s to wound.
Yep, -2.
5 plus invuln save. What is it?
Yep, it's a 6.
It's a 6. Oh, okay, blocked.
Okay, heavy sour. 2 hits. 2 wounds, -1.
Right, 5 pluses. Blocked 1. That's 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 wounds left on this thing. So you're going after these because of their firepower, but also they're worth 2 victory points each as well. So there's an incentive to try and bring these flyers down. Okay.
Yeah, so I think I'll do the same again, but I'm going to spend my CP for Disgusting Force.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
Okay, so entry cannons, 1 hit.
Yes. No wound.
Wound.
Is it plague?
I
Yes.
haven't actually changed it.
Arrow check to see if it's plague, in which case you'll get to re-roll that one. I think it is.
Yes.
Okay. No. What strength is it?
9.
No, we are toughness 6.
Okay, so we'll go another Patronic Dice for my
Nicholas Lucas,
mortar.
show us how it's done.
It's a 3, so
Okay, it's better. Getting that.
2 hits.
That should be enough.
Reroll.
Plague, yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
2 make it through. Well done. You're going to destroy the flyer. Oh, we've blocked 1. Damage of.
Flat 3.
Because of the stratagem, you've done it. Well done. We'll see if we explode. We don't, but flyer's been destroyed, and then we're kicking out mortal wounds because of the stratagem.
Yes, there'll be mortal wounds on anything within 3.
Just that flyer then takes a mortal wound, dropping down to 11.
Well, it doesn't because it's on a 4 plus and I rolled a 1. So.
Right. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put that one over there. Going to remove this one from play, and then we're going to put this over here, like so. Right, organised.
I think that's it for the shooting phase.
Right, shooting phase finished. 1 Void Raven gone. It's done its job. Dropped its bomb here and distracted the Death Guard. We'll go on to charges. I'm sure there's going to be some charges next. Alright, so charges have gone ahead, most of them. So Plague Marines have gone in here against the Carbolight Warriors. Spawn's gone in against the Reavers. I'm wondering how much damage it's going to cause. They do get a lot of attacks. We'll see what happens. And then on a command reroll, the Death Shroud Terminators have made it in against the Ravager. They should be able to finish that off. But not making it in this time with the Lord of Contagion. So he has been left behind. The Terminators have surged ahead. That's charges done. We'll go on to combat resolution next.
Yeah, mutated beyond reason.
Okay, well, Aaron roll up here. He's going to fight first with the spawn. It makes sense because the Reavers could interrupt and cause a little bit of trouble.
Right, so his melee weapons are -4.
Okay, nice.
So he gets 2d3 attacks.
Oh, no. 2 and a 1. So just 2 attacks coming through.
Hitting on 4s.
Snake Eyes. He doesn't want to know what's wrong with him. Just absolutely abysmal. It's the green thing here. You can think of a name. I don't know, the spaghetti bogey or something. Just done nothing across the board. Probably slopping and slipping and sliming across Mortarians. I had a puddle of whatever's left of him here. But oh dear, dear, dear. No impact at all from the Chaos Spawn. Okay. Aaron, I'm not going to interrupt anyway, so Aaron can make his attacks.
Let me get my attacks ruled out. So,
I'm on 6 command points here. Aaron's on 5. Both still have plenty left. Should be a fair number of attacks here. There's 3 Carbonite Warriors left. They're doomed.
We'll do the flail first.
Okay, here comes the flail.
Okay, 2 hits. Flail's coming in at strength 5.
It's 2s. It's 2s, yeah, because it's 2 6s.
2 6s for the -2.
Okay, so we'll take a 6 up save, 6 plus invuln. No.
2 damage each, but.
Yep, fine. Just the blaster left. He's got to try and survive the attacks from the other 5 Marines. It's impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but we've seen some stretched results in this game so far. Looking to wound, I'm toughness 2 again, so
Yeah.
all of them 6.
Yeah, -1.
Right, 6 5 ups. Yeah, saved half of them. So that's the squad wiped out. Now this is helping Aaron out because this is going towards your grind them down tally. So that's a good result. We'll remove that. And you can tap into the bikers if you want to.
No, we'll keep them out.
Going to hold back. No, happy to hold the objective with that troop's choice. Then I'll fight the Reavers in just a moment. But first, chance for the Terminators here to try and hack down the Ravager.
We will go for the cleave. Yeah. So these will be hitting on 3s.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of playing lightning fast reactions, but I don't think so.
Okay, this is coming in at strength 7, and you're going to be
Toughness 5, yeah.
rerolling 1s. Plague weapon.
That's helped.
Okay. -3.
7. 6 plus invuln save for inert suffering. Yeah. And then do we explode? We don't. Nice clean job. Ravager destroyed. So that's another point added to the tally for grind them down. And 2 points picked up for destroying that vehicle as well. For bringing it down. So a good flow of victory points coming in here, both for primaries and for secondaries for the Death Guard. Just continuing the fight here. Almost as if they don't even miss Mortarion. They're just carrying on. Just going about their business, continuing to bring the fight to the Drukhari. So good work from the Death Guard here. The flow of points continuing. Ah yes, another move. Just going to tap out this vehicle as well with the Death Shroud Terminators. I'm going to fight back now with the Reavers. Okay, so Reavers, plus 1 weapon skill. So 2s. A few 1s. But should be able to get, yeah. Toughness 5, right, so strength 4, so 5s. That's horrific. And that's much better. Okay, so he's carrying an invuln save?
No, he's not, no.
Right, okay.
Minus?
Well, 5 at -2 because of Blade Artists and Blade Veins.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead, right, okay. That's the end of the spaghetti bogey. Okay. Oh dear, so that's the end of him. Those wounds can disappear. He'll sliver back into Mortarion's nose. Alright, so it's end of turn. We'll calculate victory points here. I will give you an idea of the score that Aaron... Oh, no, hang on. We've been tapped into around here, so we'll attack Need 4s. 2 hits. And 5s to wound. Nothing. Alright. Turn is finished, no morale issues to resolve, so we'll calculate points now. Yeah, 21 points to the Death Guard here at this stage, just 3 points to the Drukhari. They'll get 5 points for primaries when it comes. Ooh, it's close. Yeah, we've still got it. Aaron may have 1 model in, but we've got the 2 Venoms, so we're okay, but just about. It's causing disruption at the back of the lines here for the Drukhari. Just 3 points for them, so there is plenty of catching up to do. A chance now for the Drukhari to do that plenty of units that can disembark if we decide to go for it now. We'll see. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Drukhari coming up next. We're still the early stages of this battle, and we reckon it could still go either way. But we'll see how much the Drukhari decide to commit to the fight, whether they disembark from their vehicles and get stuck in at this point. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Drukhari next. Okay, so movement for the Drukhari here on their second turn. I'll just mention the counters here. So they're available in the Etsy store. There's the coin option, two-sided with an objective marker style design there. That's the 10th anniversary coin that we've had made for the channel. And then the ones we're using in this game, it's the acrylic ones here, available in packs of 6. Coins are available individually or in packs of 6. They're 40mm wide, so you are able to use them as the proper sized objective markers for games of 40k, but they're on the Etsy store, available now, shipping worldwide if you want sets for your own games of 40k. But Drukhari movement here, we are aware of deploy scramblers. We should have done it on turn 1, but we've done it here on turn 2, dropping these in first. I want these dropping, using their deploy scramblers, and then free to move off on future turns. So that's the Scourges have turned up, and they'll fulfill that action. Reavers, 18-inch move with them. Try not to advance to them so we can use the heat lances, but they've swung around here. We've played eviscerating flyby, and they took the final wounds of the malignant plaguecasters. He's gone, he's been slain. Then inside here we've kept the witches, and the Incubi inside the raider. We have disembarked with Drazar, Master of Blades. He's single-handedly going to take on the Plague Marines here on the objective. Then the raider that's here has moved up quite aggressively here, just getting into rapid fire range here with our weaponry and the units remaining inside. But the Archon has disembarked, he's backtracked those, headed in this direction, and has ended up just here with a normal move. So his pistol is available, and with his Gin Blade he's getting ready to go into the Terminators. And then the Venom that was locked in combat, disembarking with the Witches, an extra 2-inch move of them, regular move, and then the Succubus moving through a 4-inch charge needed to try and make it in against the Lord of Contagion. That Venom is then pulled away out of close combat. This one here is empty and remains on the objective, and the other one's a bit further ahead, sitting here. That's movement done for the Drukhari at this stage, continuing to make their attack in this direction, but also having to backtrack to deal with the Death Guard units in their own deployment zone. Banking to the left as well with the Void Raven bomber. That's movement done. We're going to shooting phase next. Right, so we'll start the shooting at the top end here. I'm going to go for 3 heat lances into this Plague Burst Crawler, one that's further away, and then we're going to pull the rifle shots into the Poxwalkers. 3 heat lance shots first, then 2s, then 4s. This is pretty big. If these make it through, all 3 do. Yuck. This isn't particular. This is going to be nasty. AP -4.
5 up in 1.
5 up in 1. Big roll. No. That's going to be, as it is, it's going to be 3d6 plus 6 damage. Ouch.
I'm going to have to try.
Try. Boy. Always spot my clear run. Alright, so blocked 1. Well done. So 2d6 damage. Is it -1 against them? Do they get it?
Yeah.
They do, right, okay. So 8. 12 in total. Less 2 is 10. Aaron's going to check and see if the -1 applies to the vehicles. So that's actually kept you alive.
Yeah, 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. Nasty stuff. That's heat lances there from the Reavers. And that +2 is the weapon skill is pretty good. Or the ballistic skill. It's +1 weapon skill, but we got a 3, a 5, and a 4. So we're okay. We got our hit. So all is good here. Down to 2 wounds left on the Plague Burst Crawler. So the rifles, 3s, not 2s. This is going into the Poxwalkers. And these aren't poison tongue, so drop dice there. 3 4s to wound. 1. No minus stuff. No. Okay. 6 plus ignore damage.
No.
Almost. Okay. 1 Poxwalker brought down. Okay, so there's a witch squad inside here. It may as well just offload all of its shooting into the Plague Marines. So we've got a blast pistol. Hits. Doesn't wound. We'll leave it. Plasma grenade. 3 shots. 3 hits. No wounds. And 3 pistols. 1 hit. A wound. No minus.
Fine.
Passed. Alright, so no damage done at all. Incubi have no shooting weapons. Neither does Drazar. There's a Dark Lance here. We'll try and pick off a Marine. 3's a hit. It's a wound. AP -4. Minimum of 4 damage. Okay, 1 Plague Marine slain. We'll go with the Flyer next. 2 Void Lances to try and finish off the Plague Burst Crawler. 3's. 3's to wound. Yep. AP -4. 2 invuln saves of 5+. There's trouble here. The damage is coming through. The wounds are coming through. Not on 2 5s though. Oh, good rolling. Okay. The crew inside here. Rifles at the Poxwalkers up the road. 1 blaster shot into the Terminators. So 3's. 3's. Yep, all wounded from Poison Tongue.
5.
4.
4. Okay. 6 up. No.
Okay, 4 Poxwalkers can be removed. And then we'll put a blaster into the Terminators. Does hit just about. Doesn't wound though. We'll leave that one. Okay. Here we'll do this shooting. So we have a blast pistol from the succubus. Hits. Wounds. Invuln save. No. It's going to be D6 damage.
I've command rerolled before, so...
Already? Right, okay. So we'll go for Lucas Becker. Number of wounds on him?
6, I believe.
So I cannot kill him because it's going to be -1.
That's true.
We'll see what Lucas Becker comes up with. It's 5. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah.
Any kind of ignore damage rolls or the old disgustingly resilient 5+ ignore is gone.
No, there's
Nothing?
nothing like that. No.
So I've rolled a 5, but it's -1, so it's 4. 4 wounds taken. Okay, he's in a sorry state here. We'll go for another blast pistol, needing a 3, and no wounds. Mightily tempted to come on reroll that. We'll leave it, and then we'll go for plasma grenade. 5 shots. One wound. -1.
Okay, 3 up. Fine.
Past that one, and then 3 pistols. I can reroll 1s to wound, so in close combat, nothing at all. Okay, but softening him up, taking 4 wounds. Kari would be glad to see that character wounded. Okay, that's the wounds on him. At Archon, blast pistol into the Terminators. Hits. Wounds.
4 up.
Yeah, invuln save. Past that one. Okay, well done. Okay, Troopborn can do their firepower next. We've declared with Aaron here where the shots are going to go. One dark lance to try and finish off the Plague Burst Crawler. Need a 2. Yes, we can just get another decent roll to wound. No. Yeah. Come on, reroll that. Command reroll's not going well. Okay, so that's failed. Just taking a command point away. And then we'll go for 2 blasters. They've been declared into the Plague Marines. 2 hits. 3's to wound. 2 wounds do come through. It's AP -4. Nothing Aaron can do. D6 damage on the first one. 2. -1.
Yeah.
Can't command reroll. Nothing I can do. No matter what I roll on this one, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Unless I roll a 1. No, it's a minimum 1.
But I have a Plague Surgeon feeling up here, so the number
Right,
of
right, right.
is important.
Okay, so 2 -1, so 1 6 up to roll first.
No.
Okay, then 3 -2. Nothing. Okay,
Yeah, so 1 dead.
1 Marine slain. Okay, and then we declared the rifles into the Poxwalkers. So 7 of them. And it's rapid fire, so 14. 2s. And then these are Poison Tongue. 3s. Shocker. Terrible. 6 though.
6 dead.
Okay, 6 slain. Dark Lance shot. Going to try and, last chance I think, to try and finish off the Plague Burst Crawler. Does hit. A simple 4+. Toughness 8, helping out again. Okay, and then we'll go for Venoms now. One of them's pulled out of combat, but 2 of them can shoot. So we'll put our shots into the Plague Marines. So 3s. 3s to wound. 4 saves. -1, 2 damage, but it's going to be 1 damage here. Is that 4 ups?
1 goes through.
Yeah. Plague Surgeon, 6 up.
No.
No. Okay, so a wound caused. And the other one. 3 more. At -1.
Okay, 2 goes
2,
through.
yeah, and 6s.
6s get 1 6, that's cocked. No, okay, so 1's dead.
It's enough to bring down 1 more Marine. Like so. Okay. And I think that's all the shooting done. It's been pretty good here from the Drukhari. Damage has certainly been coming through. Charges next. There's a chance to cause some trouble in close combat as well. Lots of charges actually to go ahead. So I'll roll off these next. Right, charges have gone ahead, all according to plan for the Drukhari. So Reavers have gone in. We declared against both Plague Burst Crawlers and the Poxwalkers. They've gone in and have now... I'm not sure if we contest the objective. Poxwalkers are troops, so we have to clear those out of the way to try and cause trouble on that objective. Across here, Drazar's gone in, here against the Plague Marines, and then around here we charged the Venom in first, just to absorb any potential overwatch, which didn't happen in the end, and the Archon has then gone in after that. Then across here, Witches, Succubus, all making it in, no problem. We've rolled up for Tormentors here and failed. But our Warlord trait, Ancient Evil, has gone off, so we'll force the Terminators to fight last there. So there's no danger of interrupt on that side. Doubtful there's going to be interrupt across there. So it's between these two where to fight first. I think I'm going to fight first with the Succubus across here, and I'm going to try and bring the Lord of Contagion down. He is dangerous. I'd rather not see him swing first. We're going to combat resolution here, but Drukhari have a number of combats where they can cause trouble with the Death Guard. Okay, so Succubus, 6 attacks base, extra attack because I chose Adrenalite, so 7 attacks for her, hitting on 2s. She has the Red Glaive, which is damage 3, and combine that with Precision Blows, unmodified rolls of a 6 will be a number of mortal wounds compared to the same as the damage of the weapon. So a single 6 here will cause trouble. So they all hit, 2 6s come through, so that's 6 mortal wounds. And then 2 more wounds come through at -4 for precision for Blade Artists. Those will be damage 3 if they're blocked. He's gone. Okay, so that's the end of the Lord of Contagion. That was swift. Put him out of his misery quickly with the Succubus. So that's her finished. I'll leave her where she is. She's done her job. She's brought the Lord of Contagion down. Right, so Aaron is going to interrupt play here. He's played Trench Fighter Stratagem plus the 2 CP for interrupting, so 3 CP being spent here. That just gives you the measure of the hatred he has for Drazar, Master of Blades. If you're wondering why, you'll have to see the previous battle where Aaron took on Drazar in the previous encounter between these two sides. Okay, so we've got 5 Plague Marines. There's a flail in there as well, which could cause trouble for Drazar.
Okay, so these are the Plague Knives.
Okay.
It's not a great roll.
I was checking to see if it's -1 to hit him, but it's not. So 3s are hits.
So his base toughness is...
only 4.
So he's now toughness 3.
Yes.
So it's 3s to wound.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s. Okay, so 4 wounds at -1.
Okay, so we'll take a 3 up armour saves. Oh, we fouled one. So a wound has been taken on Drazar. So we'll take the wound, and not come on, reroll that one. The flail now. Okay. If this rolls well, there could be trouble.
Yeah. This is coming in at strength 5, so 3s. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. So that's 3 at -2.
And damage of?
But it's normally damage 2, but you're damage 1, so it's max 3 wounds.
Yes.
We'll survive.
4s. Okay, 1 damage coming through. We'll take that again. We'll let the wounds flow in here. Like so. Okay. So that's that combat resolved. Drukhari are now free to press on with the rest of their attacks, the different units. Okay, so I've made a consolidation move here with these because they made a charge move this turn. That's it, and then we'll fight with the Archon around here. So 5 attack space plus 2 for the Gin Blade. Looking for 2s, and it's going to be 5s to wound. Yeah, 2 make it through, and Aaron can make invuln saves. Damage 3, then it's going to be minus. I think we may have picked the wrong fight here. Archon may struggle.
Okay, so 1 goes through.
3 damage becomes
2 damage.
2 damage, yep, 2 wounds taken. I'll go Venom. One hit. No, yeah, it's the strength. I could be strength 6. It is strength 6, yes, with blade veins.
Okay.
So -1.
-1, so
Yep.
3 up. No, it's 1.
Wound caused, okay. Enough to slay one?
It would be.
Yeah, okay, that was enough to bring a Terminator down. CP reroll. Paul Cook.
Okay, 3 up.
Try and salvage a Terminator. No! Ouch, that's painful. Terminator gone. So there's 2 of them left now. Okay, moving on. We'll go for the bikers next. Yeah, so here we'll go 6 of the models into the Poxwalkers and then 2, including the squad leader, into the Plague Burst Crawler. So we're looking at 3 extra on for the leader into the Plague Burst Crawler. We'd probably be wise to wait just in case it blows up. So we'll do our attacks into the Poxwalkers first. So looking for 2s. Okay. We are strength 4. So 4s. This looks okay. Yeah, there's 8 have made it through.
Okay.
Yes, 8.
Get 6s. Nope, gone.
Right, okay. Poxwalkers removed, so they can be removed from play. And now we'll do our attacks into the Blade Burst Crawler, needing 2s. And 6s to wound. You never know. We've got 1. It's AP minus 2.
Okay, 5 up.
Passed on a 6, right, okay, well done. So just tucking in there with a consolidation move, that's them done. And Drukhari, yeah, just like the sausage at the end of Christmas dinner. We saved the best till last. Yeah, we'll go Drukhari, Master of Blades, 5 attacks. Rerolling his hit rolls. And then he's going to be, I wonder what we'll need to wound it. I know what he is, he's strength 6, he's strength 4 plus 2. So 3's to wound. Oh. Right, those are AP minus 4.
Okay.
These are minus 3. So 2, and it's, we'll check the damage here as well. I'm just going to work out because it's -1 for damage here against Aaron. Yeah, he's damaged 3. So,
okay, so
that's 3 dead
kills,
marines straight away.
Yeah.
These 2 6s, 2 chances at 6 to try and keep the squad alive.
Nope.
No, squad hacked down with a round of attacks spare with Drukhari. He strikes again. So he's tucked in that direction. The idea is to park a vehicle, wipe out the squad, and then tuck in and use the vehicle to protect the character and keep the Incubi safe. So that's kind of the plan here at this stage. So objectives being cleared by Drukhari, Master of Blades. Now we're looking around, it's the Terminators, a chance with them to strike here against the Archon. We may have picked the wrong fight here. These Terminators are nasty enough. If Aaron can get past the shadow field, there'll be trouble here for the Archon.
Okay.
Okay, stick on the attacks. Continue to tap into the vehicle. Aaron's just pushed the models in a little bit here. But I think all your attacks are going to go into the Archon.
Yeah.
Aaron's going to try and break the shadow field. Invuln save here.
Okay. Yeah,
2s are misses.
2s are misses, yeah.
Okay. It's going to be 2s to wound. Toughness 2. Right, all of them. Okay, here we go, one at a time. 2 plus. Close. God, close again. Okay, 3. 1 more. Yeah, I'm too scared. Ray cross. No, no, I'm sorry. No. Oh, no, why? Sorry. Oh, dear, what would have I got? I would have got a 5. Oh, just doubted myself, that's what happens. Oh, dear, right, well, it's not my fault, that's, you can blame Ray for that one, but, oh, no, so that save has been failed. The damage is?
2.
Damage 2, right, okay. Okay, so, yeah, I'm kind of struggling there. Aaron's just going to attack back with the Plague Burst Quarters, going into the bikers. May as well double it up.
Yeah.
One of them's on damage though, isn't it? Damage 2.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any difference to their weapons.
Okay.
3 hits. These are coming in at strength.
Oh, it's going to be 2, isn't it? Oh no, we're toughness 5. So toughness 4.
Did make a difference. Right, hang on. Toughness 4, well then, 2 wounds. No minus. No
minuses. 4 ups. Passed actually, 6 and 4. Okay, we're going to fight again with the Master Icon. I think now we need to. It's 1 use only. 2s. Okay, looks impressive. I'd love to roll that again. This is trying to wound on 5s. Ah, no, we needed the wounds there. Not good. 1 comes through. Not saved. 2 wounds caused. It's damage 3, so dropping down to 2 wounds. And Aaron's going to kill me next turn. I've got no. I'll have 6 up in 1 save. Yeah, not much protection now that the shadow field stands a risk here, and that protection is gone. So that combat's far from resolved. But in the other combats, cleared this area, cleared the Poxwalkers, and disrupted both of the vehicles here. So it has gone. Generally, it's gone very well for the Drukhari on this turn. Turn's over. Morale, I don't think that's going to be a problem for the Plague Marines or the Terminators, so I don't think there's any morale issues. We'll calculate points here and give you an updated score. Now that we've both finished our turn 2, I'll give you an idea of the score at this point in the game. Okay, so the gap between the two armies has narrowed to some degree. Points been picked up then. So 6 points for Spread the Sickness so far, 10 points for primaries, and then bring it down. 5 points picked up for that. It's 21 points at the moment to the Death Guard. Drukhari, 5 points to their primaries. 2 points for Herd the Prey, that was here. This table quarter was cleared. I had Aaron's Plague Burst Crawler not wholly within this table quarter, so 2 points picked up for that. We haven't cleared any of the other table quarters yet. Then Deploy Scramblers are working on that. And then Assassinate, yes, points been picked up for that. Small Terran, a Malignant Plague Caster, and then also the Lord of Contagion Destroyed, so 9 points picked up for killing characters. So 16 points to 21 at this stage, close enough. Drukhari, I think, causing more damage, but they are taking damage. So the game's not over yet, but Drukhari, I think the game's running in their favour at this point in time. We'll go on to turn 3, the middle stage of the game, with the Death Guard coming up next. Okay, so we're on Aaron's turn 3. It's a good matchup, this one, though. Do enjoy this combination. The previous game was excellent, and then this one here proving to be a good fight here. No Imperial scum anywhere, is there? It's just all Chaos and Xenos battling against each other. And you'd think in 40k that it needs to be Imperium versus something for a good game, but not so. Chaos versus Xenos, often very bloodthirsty and enjoyable games of 40k. But Drukhari, an entirely different army compared to the Death Guard here. So painting resources, there's resources available for the Drukhari here. So if you like the colour scheme, then there is a full painting tutorial for them on the channel. So you can check that out. I'll show you all the stages of painting this kind of weird green-blue metallic effect here on the vehicles. And on the infantry, it's the same process for all the units. Dark Elder painting tutorial it's called. It's a number of years old, but I use the same process for all of the models and vehicles. There's also an in-depth painting tutorial for the Drukhari on the Plus channel. I'll show you how to paint one of the Venoms, do all the markings and chipping effects and so on covered in that video. But that's some resources available for painting up Drukhari in this colour scheme. Right, movement complete. Both the Plague Burst Crawlers remaining in close combat. They can shoot into the bikers, try and clear them out of the way. Poxwalkers just happy to camp out on the objective. So 5 points picked up for primaries this turn. The 2 Chaos Spawn. Is that the same Bogeyman back?
No, it's a different one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his brother.
This is proper. Okay. They do. You can tell they look similar. Okay. One from each nostril. Okay. Right. So, yes, and this one, the red one, that's after Mortarion has been in the fight. Got punched in the nose, so you get a red bogey. So these two moving out, potential charge, a long stretch of a charge there. The Plague Marines pulling back in this direction. I think Aaron's going to try and swing around on this objective. The Tallyman just here, and then the Plague Surgeon just behind that squad. That is movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next.
D6 Plague Spirit Gauntlets into your Archon.
Ah, tricky stuff, yes. Now remaining in close combat here. These are pistol weapons.
Yeah. Okay, so that is 10 auto hits.
Auto hits. That is evil.
His base toughness is 3, so he's now times 2, so these wound on 3s.
Bet they've never wounded on 3s before.
Let me just check if they're plague weapons.
I'm in trouble.
They are, yeah.
If there's any minus to these, I'm in big trouble.
There is no minus.
Right.
But
got 7 saves to make. I'll close my eyes, don't look. Oh dear. Goodbye to the Archon. Well, that was a surprise, but we knew he was going to die in combat anyway, but Aaron's decided to shoot him instead. And you're in base contact with one of the Venoms, so you can now direct all of your Venom against the Venom. Okay, so that's that shooting done. We'll press on, more firepower to come. Alright, so sound's been corrected there, apologies about that. So Plague Marines going into the Raider. There's damage on this already, 9 wounds remaining. Okay.
So bolters, these are hitting on 2s because the Tallyman put his part on there. So. Nothing.
Yeah, no wounds coming through.
And the Blood Launcher. It is a
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6.
What's your range? Yeah, it's turn 3.
So it'll be 9. Yes, actually, that will be
a wound. Yeah, strength 6. Nowhere to actually toughness 5. So 5 up in fun save. Passed on a 6.
That's fine. Right. So Plague Burst Crawlers trying to shoot themselves out of control.
Yep. So I'm just going to start with the damaged Plague Burst Crawler first of all.
Enemy cannons. 1 hit. 1 wound, -4.
6 up in Von save. This is inert to suffering. No. Just a dead model. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Mortar D6. 2 shots. 1 hit. 1 wound. -2.
I'm sure you've told me before there's no minimum now with the mortar.
There's no minimum, no.
Right, great. -2.
Yeah.
That's a 6 up again. Oh, we blocked that one.
Okay. Heavy Slugger. Oh, nice. 4 hits. Strength 5.
3s.
3s. It's not a plague weapon, so 2. -1.
5s. Blocked, so wound taken.
Okay, and then the whole one, so enemy cannons.
Yeah, missed.
D6. Oh, 6
Better.
Mortar. Okay. That's better.
No.
Well, reroll because of plague weapon.
Oh.
Still only 1. -2.
Okay, so it's slain that wounded model.
Okay.
Okay.
And heavy slugger. All hit. All wounded. -1.
5s. Blocked 1 model being slain, but has slain another. So another one brought down here. I'll take that one there. 3 casualties in total, but not clearing them out of the way. And that will mark the end of the shooting phase. So we'll go on to charges.
There is 1 potential long charge here with spawn.
Oh yes, of course. Right, so the spawn.
Yeah, so they will need 9, 10.
10-inch charge. Oh, not Overwatch. A 10. In they go. Green and red bogey. In they go. I honestly thought that charge would not go ahead. Sorry.
Right. I'll roll on my table.
Yep.
2. Yep, so that's -4 for the
Nice.
weapon. So 4d3 for the spawn. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Better as a pair. One's a bit unreliable. When you get 4d3, it's much better.
4. Yeah. Okay, these are strength 5. Yeah. And you're going to be toughness.
Will be toughness 4 now, yeah.
3s. So that's 2 -4.
Yeah. 6 plus invuln save. Passed 1.
Okay, 2 damage.
2 damage taken. Okay, so that's that resolved. I'll choose to fight here, just on the off chance we could bring a Terminator down. Highly unlikely. We've got 2 hits. No wounds at all. So Aaron can now choose a unit to fight with. May as well go with the Plague Burst Crawlers.
Okay, so I'll do the non-one.
Nothing. Okay, and then I'll fight with... I may as well go with the Bikers and do their attacks at this point. So get the Bikers. We've allocated the attacks. So 3 of them, including the squad leader, is going to go into the furthest one. Just need 2s. Got 2 6s. AP -2. 2 5-ups.
2 5-ups.
Blocked 1. I'm going to keep it alive. So dropping down to 1 wound. And then we'll do the 6 attacks on the other. And again, looking for 6s. 666. What do you know? 5s.
Cocked. 2 wounds taken.
2 wounds taken. Okay. Reavers. Imagine them circling around these tanks here, looking for weaknesses. Picking off wounds here and there, but the disruption factor from them has been quite useful. Death Shroud Terminator's next. They better get a move on because she's ready. She's going to swing round next turn. And just swinging the models around. Have you denied my objective? Yes, you have. You've got 3 models. I've got, yeah, contested. So you've disrupted that objective. Good work.
That's the hits.
Great.
Will
be toughness 4.
Toughness 4, they do come in at strength 7, so
3s.
Okay, 4. These are -3.
6s. Nothing.
2 damage each.
Do we explode? We do. It'll be a mortal wound, so you could put 1 onto your squad. And we'll check the range of it. It could be range 3, maybe range 6. Is that slain him?
Yep.
Oh, caught in the explosion. Yeah, mortal wounds caused on this venom, the spawn, the other venom dropping down to 3. You may as well tap in. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Just tapping into another vehicle with the Death Shroud Terminators. I'll attack back against him. He falls, so forget that. That's that resolved. So we're now looking at end of turn.
Yeah, well, I've had damaged Plague Burst Crawler, which hits
twice.
Wounds once.
Okay. Pass though, regular armor save 4+. Okay, so morale to resolve. That's a 3, so that's a 6. That's fine. None of morale issues to deal with. We're just getting the impression that the Drukhari have more resources and more speed available to them at this point in the game. Aaron does have the 2 tanks, but they're being disrupted at this stage. The Drukhari catching up here, causing more damage, a better position on the board. So I think that's going to start reflecting itself in the points score. We will check to see what points Aaron's picked up here as we finish turn 3 for the Death Guard. Yes, 27 points picked up here. In total, 5 points for that primary, a point for bring it down as well. We're not sure about grind them down at this stage. So 27 points to 16, but is Drukhari turn 3, and that's coming up next. So Ron, Drukhari turn 3. This is a league game here, so for this season, we're trying to keep it fair. We let all the armies play 3 games each in the league. We keep a tally of all the scores and the victory points, and then we'll probably take the top 8 will go through towards the end of the year, end of the season, and that'll be the knockout stage, sudden death, and then that'll help us establish a grand final and a channel champion. So all the armies trying to work through their games. Drukhari, this is their second battle. Death Guard, this is their first, And really, we found last season you need a triple win to guarantee to go through. And then those that win sort of 2 games, it's down to things like total numbers of victory points scored and so on. You can check out the leaderboard. That's over on the Plus channel. You don't need to sign up. You can just go ahead and see that. It's under the League section. That'll give you the results of all the games and where all the armies are on the League table to give you an idea of which armies are going through. I think top armies at the moment is Necrons are doing well. Space Wolves have done well as well. But a lot of results, a lot of winning a game, losing a game going on with many of the factions. It's all very open this year. There's no clear favourite at this stage, and plenty of armies still to play their 3 games, and some armies, as of yet, haven't played any league battles. So lots of combinations to come, and new armies being added in this season as well. To check out all the games, there's the videos here on YouTube and then over on the Plus channel as well. We'll give you access to all of the league and warm-up games that we have for our Season 9 battle reports. We'll press on here, Drukhari continuing with their raid. Alright, so movement's done here for the Drukhari on their 3rd turn. So pulling out a close combat with this, making advance moves here with the succubus and the witches, so moving up nice and quickly. They can advance and charge. Then around here, Raider's still got the witches inside, but Drazar on foot has advanced through. It's a 7-inch charge for him, so he might be able to make it in. Incubate advanced, they've gone further ahead, so a 3 or 4-inch charge for them to make it in against the Plague Marines. This Venom's moved through, this one can shoot, this one's pulled out of close combat. 14-inch jump here. With the Scourges, so manoeuvring in to lend a bit of firepower support. There's a squad of Carbolight Warriors here deploying Scramblers, and then keeping the Trueborn squad inside the Raider, just shifting across to shoot and then maybe charge and try and cause some disruption. Then the Reavers have jumped across in this direction, poised to shoot and charge different targets, and then banking left with the Void Raven bomber. It's moved across in that direction. Movement done for the Drukhari. Multiple units available for them. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. Okay, we've resolved the shooting phase here, so you can see that one of the Plague Burst Crawlers has gone. That was finally destroyed, and then it did explode, causing 2 mortal wounds on the Raider, 3 mortal wounds on this Plague Burst Crawlers. It's actually dropped down to 3 wounds left. The Void Raven fired at this one actually caused no damage, but it was destroyed anyway. Here, no damage coming from these. We initially tried to pick off the original wound from that model, but no impact at all from the Scourges. Then firepower from inside here. The rifles, rapid fire going into the Poxwalkers, and then also rapid fire rifles coming from the Reavers going into the Poxwalkers, reduced that squad down but halved it in strength. 3 Heat Lancers did go into the Plague Tallyman. Yeah. 222. Failed to hit, so no damage coming through from that. And that's pretty much it here from the Drukhari. So shooting phase is finished. We'll go on to charges for them next. Alright, charges have gone ahead. It's pretty much according to plan. So Scourges have gone in to, again, disrupt the vehicle at the back. It's Incubate making it in, and Drazar rolling an 8, needing a 7, so he's made it into close combat as well against the Plague Marines. Reavers charging around the corner, going into the Poxwalkers and the Tallyman. Then across here, Witches going into the Spawn, and Succubus going into the Spawn, and also the last remaining Terminator as well. So all the charges going ahead for the Drukhari. Aaron's now only on 1 command point, so no interrupt play. Drukhari free to fight first with all of their charging units. So I'll fight first with Drazar, I think, in this case. So we'll go for 5 attacks with him. So 2s, re-rolling his hit rolls. And then he's going to be on 3s to wound. Re-rolling. Ooh. Okay, 1 save at -3. And 2 slain Plague Marines. Past that one. Okay, so 2 brought down. So we'll leave Drazar at that point, and we'll let the regular Incubi fight next. So I'm going to do single blade attacks with the Incubi next. 1's a misses. It's 2's to hit though. And then it's strength 5, strength 3, plus 2, plus 1 to the wound rolls because of Drazar, so 3's. Okay, so that one's -4, 3 damage, becomes 2 damage, that's a slain marine. And then these are saves of -3, but only 1 damage.
Okay. Okay, so another slain marine then.
Okay. And the Clavex, we'll do 6 attacks with him. Need 2s. They're needing, it's the lowest strength, so strength 4, 5s to wound, +1 to wound rolls, 4s. That's damage 3. Yes, but it's... No, it's actually -3. Yes, because it's the lower strength option. So 6 up to keep him alive. No, that's damage 3, so he's gone. Okay, got the wipe out here. Chewed our way through. And we'll just hold position where we are. We've cleared that squad of Plague Marines out of the way. Just the lone Plague Surgeon standing in their way. We'll go over to across here next. So Succubus, she's going to put all of her attacks into the Terminator. Just looking for a 6. It's a triple. 9 mortal wounds with precision blows. He's gone, dispatched very cleanly and quickly. So the regular squad of witches next. 3 attack space, +1 for Hekatari blades. Looking for 2s. 5s to wound. With strength 4 in total. With our grave load disability, but Aaron's toughness 5. We can reroll our 1s because of the succubus. Okay, so situation we've got here is 3 at -1 for Hekatari blades, and then 2 at -2 for blade artists and Hekatari blades.
Right, so the -2 just go straight through.
Right.
They just damage 1 each?
Yes.
Okay. And then 3 6-ups. Yeah. Okay, so you kill 1 and take a wound off another.
Okay. And then we'll go for the Agonizer. 2s. Ouch. 4s. Nothing. Okay, nothing from her. Alright, around here, Reaver's next. Going all into the Poxwalkers with their attacks, needing 2s. Okay, we're strength 4 with blade veins, so 4s for wounds. There's some minuses going on here, but it doesn't make any difference against these Poxwalkers. The 6 will not wipe out the squad. 6 is to ignore. Ignore 1. Okay, so 5 Poxwalkers brought down, but Aaron will be able to attack back here with some of those. Then we'll do the Scourges charging in. 2 attacks each, an extra attack for the squad leader. 2s for hits. I'm not sure if we're 2s. There's something about them where they may not get it. No, they do get it. Can't see a problem here. Look at that. That's going to be blade artists with those. Yes. Blade artists. -1.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's dead.
It's dead. They've destroyed it. Does it explode?
No.
It doesn't. Oh, Plague Burst Crawler. 3 wounds stripped away by the Scourges. Well done to them. Yeah, game was pretty much killed off here. Drukhari now started to seriously dominate the battlefield. Not much left at all. Some remaining attacks to do, though. Aaron can attack back with the Spawn. And then also the Tallyman can fight as well against the Reavers. Okay, 8 attacks here. So Aaron's ability was an extra D3.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. 4s.
If they get fired up enough, they're dangerous enough, the Chaos Spawn. It's going to be 2, must be 2s to him. A toughness 2.
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah, -2.
Okay, we'll try and dodge. No, we don't dodge very well at all. 4 out of 5, which is slain. Alright, Tallyman making his attacks now into the bikers.
4 attacks, all hit. Additional strength. They're
Ooh,
4?
4 now, yeah, in total, yes.
4. 3 wounds, no minuses.
4 ups. Damage?
1.
Just 1, okay, so wound caused on one of the bikers. Okay, and then 14 attacks with the Poxwalkers in return. Looking for 4s. That's incredibly good. They want the bikes. They do. They want the bikes.
They do, yeah. Strength 3. So, okay.
5s then.
2.
Just the 2. The toughness protecting us. Failed one. That's enough to bring a biker down. So, can you get pox bikes?
I don't think so. I think it's
Just infantry. Aaron will check. More hope.
No, actually, I do get one. Yeah. I don't exclude vehicles or monsters. So, pox biker.
Pox biker. Okay. All right. So combat's resolved across the board. Discussing the game here, Drukhari have this one for sure. We'll take a look at victory points as the turn finishes, and then we'll talk about victory points that would flow in the turns after that. Bit of morale to resolve as well, and then we'll get an idea of the current situation. Okay, so current scoreline is now 30 points to the Drukhari, and then 27 points. The tally hasn't moved here for the Death Guard. So only 3 points in it at this stage. But going on to Aaron's turn, we're saying there's no point here. There's just 2 characters left. One of them's bogged down in close combat. There's the surgeon left just there, but Aaron's saying doesn't stand a chance against all those incubi, plus Drazar and the other units moving up as well. Objectives, you can see they've been cleared. There's just 1 wounded spawn left, currently locked in close combat. We did pass morale. We burnt 2 command points just to guarantee that witch would hold up the spawn in combat against her, and then it'll be the succubus to plunge in against that target next turn. So we're going to leave the game at this point. Also saying that there's no way that he can pick up any more points. No, so we'll leave it at that point. We're going to calculate victory points for the Drukhari for turns 4 and 5 for them. So we'll add that into the total, and then we'll give you a final score here. But it would be in turns 4 and 5 that Drukhari would race ahead on points. So we'll see what points come in for them as we finish this game off. Okay, yeah, it's a bit scary, the points that would have flowed in here for the Drukhari. 2 lots of 15 for primaries. They dominate the battlefield on the objectives. Would have completed deploy scramblers, so 10 points picked up for that. Herd the prey, would quite easily max out on that with 2 turns remaining. And then the assassinate, Aaron conceded those 2 characters would be slain there by the Drukhari units closing in. So final score, taking all that into account, is 85 points to the Drukhari. It's a large score for them in this game, and then 27 points here for the Death Guard. So they have lost this game, but those 27 points will go in to the objective points total, which may well help Aaron out as in future games and his position in the league with his Death Guard force. But Drukhari, mixed results from them. Now they've lost the game, they've won a game in the league. They will to stand any chance of making further progress. They must win the next game. And then with the Death Guard as well, when their next game comes up, their second battle, they'll need to win that as well. So pressure still on both of these armies. But in this particular fight, the Pirates have victory. They have slaughtered the Death Guard here. It began with the fall of Mortarion, and then the Drukhari capitalised on that, breaking into the Death Guard battle line. Great game. Keep a look out for more league battle reports here and other content on the channel and on the Plus channel as well. So at this point I mentioned the patrons at silver level. It's Caleb, Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, my shooters discussed, Peter Goodall and TC, so big thanks to them for their support at silver level. We'll talk about units of the game next for both sides. Okay, interesting discussion this one. So Aaron's going to give it to the Death Shroud Terminators. Got themselves stuck into close combat on turn 2 and continue to hack away in the Drukhari deployment zone. Then I'll give an honourable mention to the Succubus, a dangerous unit. The ability to cause those mortal wounds, you saw how much trouble she caused, just bypassing the armour, bypassing invuln saves and dealing out multiple mortal wounds. Caused trouble for all of those that she charged into. So honourable mention to her. I'm going to give it to the Reavers, unit that swept around in this direction. Their firepower wasn't always accurate here, but it was the disruption factor from them. They tied up Aaron's shooting. Those 2 Plague Burst Crawlers can kick out. It's a very dangerous firepower, but they tied them up and survived, and then later moved on and went after other targets as well. So for tactical use, I'll give it to the...
They did kill Mortarion as well.
Oh yes, they did. Right, so they definitely get it for sure. There's a very useful Drukhari stratagem that lets you pay a command point to pull back out of close combat, pay 2 command points, you can pull back, shoot, and charge as well. So that in combination with a large unit of Reavers is very useful indeed. So that's units of the game for both sides. If you've enjoyed the battle, then please hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. It really helps the video and helps the channel. And if you're not subscribed yet, then do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.